Okay, we're holding it to Rebbe, so we said, B'tzafa Isa B'tzafa D'tzniusa, it is written in, yes, it is on. B'tzafa D'tzniusa, Minukva de Pardashka, from the left nostril of that place, it's called the nostril of the Odom Elyon, the nose of the Odom Elyon, is Mashach Rucha D'chai L'Mashiach, that comes the Ruach Chaim for Mashiach. Says Rabbi like this in Siman Aleph, Ki Iker, Kli Zeinu Shel Mashiach, Shel Mashiach Hu Atfilah. The main weapon of Mashiach is prayer. Shu B'chinas Chaitem, this is considers the nose, the Ruchnias. Kmo shekosu v'tilosi echatom lach. And my praise is that I should. The pshat, the poshuk in Isaiah, in Ishaya is, my praise is that I will block my anger. You know, charon af, you know, is the anger of the nose, so to speak, the smoke of the nose, charon af. So the Kodesh Baruch Hu says, my praise is that I'm going to block my anger from being expressed. V'tilosi echatom lach. The Rebbe here uses, you know, the words from a different perspective. And he says that my tehillah, my praise, which is the prayer, echatom lach, I will, quote unquote, nose you. You know, it will be a pchina of a nose. And this is the menchas Mashiach from there, from the tefillah. All the wars that he will do, and all the conquering that he will perform. Everything comes from there. And he will smell and yiras Hashem. This constitutes the inyan of the nose. That's the main weapon of Mashiach. In Bereshit says, "Becharbi u'bekashti." That Yaakov Avinu says to Yosef, "I have given you one Shechem over your brothers." One says they give him the town of Shechem. He says they give him a shoulder, you know, shoulder of the Noami HaMelech speaks about the shpois that goes in the shoulder. The Rashi Tfilah B'Kosher says, "Asher lakachti minai moiri b'chal v'bekashti." Yaakov Avinu says, "I'm giving you one Shechem over your brothers, which I have taken from the Amorites with my sword and with my bow." B'charbi u'bekashti.
Is that Emory? Is that like a Emor?
Emory, this is one of the 7 nations.
Yeah, but is it like a play on words?
Maybe, probably. Or Perish Rashi Tfilah B'Kosher. What is B'charbi u'bekashti? Yaakov Avinu is conquering with sword and bow. So it's just Tfilah B'Kosher, that he conquered from the Amorites through davening and through supplication. As in Tehillim it says, my bow, I don't trust my bow, and my sword is not going to be the thing that is going to save me.
That sounds to be like contradictory, you know? Like he's saying, I did it with this, and I don't trust him.
And in Tehillim it says, I don't trust him. So how can he say so? Rashi says, Mimele is Tfilah and B'Kosher. The Charbi and the Kashti, my bow, and the thing that I'm talking about is the and it says, "Velo bekashti avtach v'tosheini be'elokim elalno." You would praise in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The main thing is the tefillah. Because v'tilosi echtom lach. Be'elokim elalno, we praise Hashem. So he says, my praise is b'chinas nose, b'chinas tefillah. Now, one of the main things that need to be borne in mind about this thing is that the main weapon of tzaddikim, which the main weapon of any Breslover at any time, is the inyan of tefillah. That is the thing that sets a Breslover apart from anybody else, is the tefillah. You talk to Hashem, you daven to Hashem. Now, why is it akin to a sword and to a bow? Because a sword is something that is a short range. Bow so which is long range. We have, the Gemara says, there's some tefillahs that are answered, after 3 days, something, 3 weeks, 3 years, whatever it is. The question is that, so you're in trouble now. You can't wait 3 days, let alone 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years. So what are you going to do? The answer is, when you need it right now, it is answered right now. If you have to get away from a certain situation, especially when it has to do with any kind of an emergency right now, a tefillah that needs to be answered right now is answered on the spot. On the spot. Now, kind of tefillahs that, there's a different cheshbonos, so they answered, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, whatever it is, sometimes even longer.
Does it depend on the amount of tefillah? Like you said, you need it
sometimes,
next year,
sometimes in the amount, sometimes in the how much that thing costs. How many tefillahs does it cost? And what kind of many times you yourself are not really ready for the tefillah to be answered. Baruch Hashem, there's such a thing called tefillah. Let's say that you have a midrash, not you personally, but I heard there's some person in Kamchatka that has a midrash. So that person, he's getting angry, or he's stingy, and he wants to get over this midrash. Once he knows there's davening of all, so hey, I got an easy way out. All I got to do is got to daven for it. In the meantime, I can get angry or I can be stingy to my heart's delight. What do you want? Hey, what can you ask for me, right? I'm asking this, but I'm talking this, but I'm davening for it. What else do you want? I'm all right. Well, not really.
It has to change you.
Okay, so no, the point is that you have to go through a process. You have to let go of that midah. So the more you daven for it, the more it gets you into a situation. It's all like dawns on you little that you have to let go of that midah because Baruch Hu will take it away from you. And that is when you get angry, when something gets you angry, so you block yourself. You manage to look at just one time out of 100. It's very, very good. It's very, very good. That's the what you need to do. So such a tefillah is being answered after a longer period of time. People think, just one time of 100 was a big deal. It was a huge deal. It's a huge deal. If a person looks at things he shouldn't be looking, I don't know, movies, internet, street, I don't know, whatever. I thought once not too long is a huge deal. If you manage to keep yourself one time less, this gives koich to the tefillah is answered even more. Then it becomes twice. And then at a certain point in time, and then suddenly you catch yourself, I looked again. Suddenly you're aware of it. You're busy with it, you're davening, the tefillah brings it down to your mind. Before, that's my life, and I just daven Kodesh Baruch Hu and I get it over with. But no, you and slowly but slowly, you're letting go. So the tefillahs or something, shidduch and whatever it is, these things take time because it's not the time yet, but you are preparing for the time to be. But the tefillah has to be answered right now is answered immediately. So this is chayav, and usually the tefillah is the keshes, is about long distance, takes time. The yin of choitem is, if you remember, we learned in likutei, the yin of erech hapayim. Erech hapayim means patience. Tefillah is the epitome of patience. You daven, and you have to wait. You don't see what it does until it does it. This is like with the bow, right? So the main weapon of a Jew is the yin of tefillah, which is the yin of af, Mishon erech hapayim, patience. Emuna, davening, patience, hamtin, wait for things to come about. To be continued tomorrow.